Hello all, welcome back to Learning Partner. If you are new, please do subscribe. This is another channel where you can directly connect with me. We have around 1000 plus members already who are working. We take live coding sessions and everything. To just get notified about those sessions, please do join this group. So let's start the video. Now, in this, I have just created a separate component so that you will also be able to recollect like what we have done. So I have created a separate component. In that component, we are going to do all the scenarios, possible scenarios. Fine, let's just open a component over here and HTML over here. So first is like ngContainer. Sorry. So normally, whenever we have to show, let's say in a table, we show the loader. So the problem with structural directive is either you can use means on ng for any structural directive, only one directive we can add on a particular element. So let me go through the scenario. Just I'm copying the array and this array I'm putting it over here. Fine. So in our component.ts, we have an employee. And now let's say I need to display this employee array in my table. So let's use the table also. I might have somewhere. Yes. Let's use this over here. Dot row. Fine. We don't need this NF5 or even uppercase. And we don't need this also. And since we are using ngFor, so let's import ngFor as well. Let's just save and check if we are able to render the table. Fine. So table data is visible. Now what I need to do, I need to show loader inside this table. But on TR, we have a ngFor directive. So we cannot add star ngF over here because on a particular element, either only any of the structural directive we can add. Attribute directive we can add multiple times, but structural directive only we can add it once. Fine. So for that, what I need to do, I will create a constructor. In constructor, I will just create a variable is loader. Data type will be Boolean. By default, I'm making it true. And after set timeout, I will be using a set timeout. And after set timeout, I will make it false after some time. So set timeout. And after, let's say, 3 seconds, I will make this variable false. So this dot is loader is equal to false. Fine. So I have this variable and this variable I'm initializing value with true, and after 3 seconds I'm initializing to false. So what I need to do, if this variable is true, I need to show the loader over here. And after that 3 seconds, once this variable get false, I need to show the table data. So we cannot use ngif and ng star on the same element. So for that, in tbody, now in tbody we cannot create divs also. So here is a solution. We can use ngContainer like this. So ngContainer lets you create an imaginary div. So on this element, you can add your condition. So condition will be star ng if. Again, if we are using star ng if, we need to import it. So ng if. Fine. So star ng if equal to. Here condition will be if this variable is true, I will show the loader over here. So let's say tr and it's a td. How many td we have? 4 td. So we will add a call span of 4 td. Fine. And inside that, we will use bootstrap loader. So let me just get the bootstrap loader. So if you go to the bootstrap website in the spinner, you will be able to see this loader I will use it. So let's copy it. Let's paste it. Let's just align it proper. And I will just add a class text align. Fine. And this ngContainer is responsible to show the loader. That's same like that. We will create one more ngContainer. And here I will add other condition if this loader variable is false. So if it is false, we have to show the data. So this tr will go inside this. So by using ngContainer, you are creating an imaginary div. So this ngContainer won't be visible. Now let me just show you. So now if we go over here, so for 4 seconds, let me reload again. So for 4 seconds, you can see loader is visible. Once After 4 seconds, we are changing that variable value, then your table data get displayed. So if we inspect it over here inside T body, so see, now here there is no ngContainer. In T body directly we have started with tr. So as I said, ngContainer is an imaginary div. It lets you create an imaginary div just for our development purpose, so that we can write some specific condition on that. Fine. So this is the purpose of ngContainer. One of the purpose. There are so many purposes, but this is one of the purpose. Now, inside table, if you can see, we in some record we don't have field, or in employee arena we will add one field like is active. Is, let me just add a field, is active colon false. Fine. Now some BBB I'm making it true, and last one or DDD I'm making it true. So you can see in my array of employee array, I have added one more field is active, right? Now what I need to do over here, now we are going to see the purpose of ng if with ngTemplate. Fine. So over here, what I need to do in the last column, I will add one more last column, th, let's say status. Fine. And over here, td. Now here, what I need to do, I will, here I will add, we just need to add a condition, right? So here I will add h4, and here I will say active. Fine. So this h4 will be visible if this particular flag is true. So what we normally do, star ng is equal to like this. Sorry, employee dot this particular property. If this property is true, we will show active. Otherwise, we will show. If it is inactive, we will show deactive. Let's just test it if we are able to see it. Fine. So wherever we have active and deactive, it is coming properly. See, because here we said BBB and DDD, we said true, remaining is false. So you can see active and active. Now, this is one way to do it. But another way also, let's say in else case, you need how you have something which is, you have some piece of code which you are going to use multiple time in the same component. So what you can do, you will create an ngTemplate. Fine. Inside this ngTemplate, let's create a row, or let's create a normal div with text danger. And here I will add a span tag. And here I will say deactive. Fine. Now we have created ngTemplate. Again, ngTemplate is an imaginary, it's a container. This ngTemplate won't be rendered. See, it's not rendering anywhere. Fine. So ngTemplate doesn't render by itself. We have to project it to somewhere, then only it will render. So here we will provide a hash property template reference variable dem template deactive. Fine. So we have created ngTemplate. I have provided a hash property value also. Now, instead of this else block, what I can do here, else I can use. And what I will be providing this template over here, like this. So see now what happens. See, now this deactive is coming from my ngTemplate. Got it? So this is also one of the purpose of ngTemplate. We can create a template. Let's say imagine a scenario where you have in your component you want to display this div and span multiple time in your same component only. So instead of writing this code multiple time, you can put that code in over in a template, and wherever you need that template, you can render it like this. Those who have proper experience or those who have actually worked on one or two projects, now they might be able to relate. Got it? So this is very useful scenario whenever we are working on an industrial project. Fine. So this is one of the purpose of ngTemplate. Now, one more, we can use ngTemplate and ngTemplate out, sorry, ngContainer in a combination also. Means in a single example, we can use ngTemplate and ngContainer in a single example also. Now let's see how we do that. So let's say this particular TR, instead of putting it over here, I will create an ngTemplate. ng, sorry, ng hyphen template. And this TR, I'm putting it over here. Let's add loader template. Fine. Now, this loader template I have created, and inside that ng template, I have put my TR where I have the loader. So what I can do over here, I can directly load this ng template over here. So star ng. Okay, it won't suggest now because we need to import. Let's import it also. ng template, ng template outlet we need to import. Fine. So now we have imported ngTemplate outlet. So ngTemplate outlet is equal to, now here we can provide this template. Why it is showing the error? Star ngTemplate outlet, and we are providing the template name. But it is saying can't have multiple template. Okay, again the same thing. Because we have ng false over here and we cannot use two structural directive. This is also default structural directive. Fine. So what we can do inside that, let it be original like that. Inside this, I will create ngContainer. One more ngContainer I'm creating. And to this ngContainer, we will use our star ngTemplate out. And here I will pass my template reference. Fine. So now over here, we are passing this template. So let's just check. Let's reload. So after 4 seconds, that variable will change. So you can see, sorry, the loader was coming, right? So you can see when this variable was true in ngContainer, we were able to render this template. Means whatever we have stored in this template, we were able to render it over here. Got it? So we can use ngTemplate and ngContainer together. Means ngContainer becomes the place where we can render ngTemplate. Got it? So this is also one of the way. One more way is, instead of ngContainer, we can use div also. Let me show you how do we do that. So here we have used ngTemplate, right? ngContainer, right? To display the ngTemplate. Instead of this, what we can do, we can simply use the div also. And let's say this template, loader template, I need to display over this div. So what I can do, instead of directly using like this, I will use property binding like this. And then I can pass loader template. Let's save and check if we should see. Yeah. So you can see loader is coming properly. So if you are going to use ngContainer to display, to render the template, you will use star ngTemplateOutlet as a structural directive. But if you are going to project your template inside any particular element, so you can use ngTemplateOutlet as a, what do we say, property binding. Got it? So this is also one of the way. So this is how we use ngTemplate, ngContainer mainly whenever we have to write some code on a particular element, imaginary div. Just like that, ngTemplate also we can create and we can call ngTemplate wherever we have required. This also in ng also we can pass if this condition is true, it will render this. Otherwise, this template, otherwise it will load this template. Got it? So why this topic is important? Because whenever we work on a project, proper industrial project, now everywhere they will be using so many concepts like this. So you should be familiar with this ngTemplate, ngContainer, ngTemplate outlet also. So I hope this video was helpful. If you are new, please do like, subscribe, and please do join my WhatsApp link I have provided over in the description also. As I'm taking so many live sessions, just we completed testing and a new project also. So just to get notified of that, you can just join that group. So that's it. Thank you guys.